curious to see what's inside. It's what happens when two holidays collide.
Happy holidays, everyone!
Wreck the halls with thousand spiders. La 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 la. 'Tis the season for ghost writers. La 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 la. Ah, welcome, friends. I'm afraid you've caught me in a bit of a surprise. You see, I was just getting ready for the arrival of Sandy Claus. Looks like the space is just finished. So what do you think? Marvelous sight, is it not? Presents on my right, and a jack-o'-lantern Santa on my left. Sure does look nice and cozy. Wouldn't you agree? Now, would you believe that this is our 13th year of Holly Jolly Frights? No? Well, believe it, because every year, in honor of the arrival of Sandy Claus, we have gathered for a Ghoul-tide celebration that we hope raises your spirits. But this year is very special. You are all invited as I bring forth a holiday edition of the Haunted Mansion show to light the way for Sandy Claus. With that said, let us take a look at the history of our happy haunting holiday grounds. You see, the Haunted Mansion holiday began back in the successful days of the It's a Small World holiday. Don't you dare! Now, it was because of mortal creative consultant Steve Davison when he walked by Haunted Mansion one day and asked himself what would happen if Santa Claus landed in the Haunted Mansion. Now, of course, the idea was intriguing. Very intriguing, in fact, that it went through several versions before the final product. Santa Claus tried to visit our mansion, and that did not go so well. They tried to bring in the story of a Christmas Carol, but 3 ghosts were waiting on the line, plus Scrooge McDuck was busy swimming in his money bin, so that one did not work either. It was because of all of this hiatus that it may just be another imagineering idea gone down the drain. But not until Jack Skellington came here from Halloween Town. He came to visit our mansion because he had heard so much about it, and he wanted to bring his special brand of cheer here at the mansion, given that there is really no other place to celebrate it. Our Haunted Mansion has so many facts on its own without the Holiday Edition that it's hard to catch them all. The same thing goes with the Holiday Edition. So in honor of said Holiday Edition, I have brought with me a book of facts, so that way we will dig it up just for the occasion. And you may learn a thing or two about our Haunted Mansion holiday when this episode is done. So let's dive right in and take a look. Starting with our stretching room, both the creative consultants at WED Enterprises and us tenants of the Haunted Mansion both agreed that it would be tedious and hard to take those portraits down and to put them back up again every single year. So, the new crystallized portraits are placed right on top of the originals rather seamlessly, so that nobody can tell the difference, even if they do shatter on occasion. There was even a holiday edition planned for our summer home at Orlando, Florida. But of course that did not see the light of day due to the creative consultant not liking the Haunted Mansion holiday and all of that grumpy stuff. So instead they have been moved to Tokyo. So your best chance for a Florida version of a Haunted Mansion holiday will be in only Tokyo. It may cost you an extra arm and a leg, but it is worth it. I promise you that. Let's see. Ooh! Here's a good one. Would you believe that Oogie Boogie did not appear in the first year? Yes, that's right. Instead, Lock, Shock, and Barrel, his little henchmen, were conveniently located in the exit crypt, playing with some toys that Sandy Claus has brought to them. There, they took the place of the hitchhiking ghosts.
We've been meaning to talk to you about that, sir.
We find it ridiculous that you kick us out of here. Plus, Oogie Boogie is a big bully.
I told you boys, go to the graveyard and play with the other ghosts, make trees, and have snowball fights, sled, all of that cheerful stuff.
Well, as you know, the other ghosts make fun of my roundness and my tallness.
And my shortness.
Then go to sleep or something. I don't know, I'm trying to do something here.
Alright, fine. Come on, boys.
You've made a very poor decision, Ghost Host. If I get any shorter than I am now, it'll be your fault.
Annoying. Let's see, where was I? Here's another one, perhaps the most sweetest of all of the secrets of a Haunted Mansion holiday. The hidden Mickey on the snow! Only kidding. Of course, I'm referring to a secret much sweeter than that. The gingerbread houses. For those mortals who don't know, the gingerbread houses are the centerpiece of our Grand Hall's dining table. And what's more is that they take on a different form each and every year. They include, but are not limited to, a mansion with arms, a sack of presents, a roulette wheel, a dog house, a man-eating wreath, a possessed gingerbread house, a jack-in-the-box, a coffin, a scary go-round, a gravestone, our mansion with teeth, Jack's house, and an advent calendar with 13 doors, which open every week with Jack's face on them. Whew, that's a lot of gingerbread. Just thinking about the gingerbread houses makes it good enough to eat, but I can't until Christmas. Blasted holiday rules! I'm so hungry in here! Can't a guy just have at least one nibble of gingerbread? But I digress. Let's see now. At least one more fact to go on, little boy. Oh, of course! How could I forget that frightfully fun year when Frank and Weenie came to visit us? Yes, for a while, when Frank and Weenie was being dug up for the occasion, he decided to dig himself in to our pet cemetery. Wrong pet cemetery. There we go. That's much better. As you can see, he dug his own little hole outside, placing his grave and everything, leaving all assorted maggots about. It is rather gross when you first see it, but you can't expect all graves to be tidy. So many secrets, so little time. Well, I hope you have enjoyed the first holiday episode of the Haunted Mansion show. Oh, excuse me. First ever holiday episode on a Haunted Mansion holiday show. Now, of course, there will be more holiday episodes to come, so keep your eyes peeled for that. In the meantime, we must get ready for the arrival of Sandy Claus. So, if I don't see you again, Merry Christmas and a Haunted New Year!